we take for granted the risk that we have in society. So every time I get into a vehicle of any kind, every time I cross the street, every time that I move in space, I'm taking risk. I think the perception is that motorcycles are too dangerous, that motorcycles are a death wish. It's just a matter of time before they end up in the morgue. At the same time, manufacturers and motorcycle organizations aren't investing in rider training enough. When I go out on my motorcycle, people freak out. When I go out on my two-wheel bicycle, my road bicycle, people say, oh, have a good time. As a rider who hasn't obtained really great coaching, somebody who goes out, as I did, and rides with a minimal, almost non-existent amount of instruction is unsafe at any speed. At some point, I felt that I wanted more private instruction than the schools could give. And I started renting tracks. I started renting Miller Motorsports Park where YCRS used to be. And after riding there for a while, I went to Ken's home track. I bought a car, a race car, because I could sit next to Ken and learn about how to drive a car and how to use the track correctly.
I trail off and I give it up. You see where the radius has to go?
The next thing that happened is my son Josh and I decided that we wanted to make this a real thing and allow people to enjoy what we're doing, to work with us, to take instruction on a one-to-one or a two-to-one basis, to get truly private instruction on a track.
Good example there is you can still see Patricia's knee out. Open up that radius more, right? And I think you'd be shocked at what a big difference that is.
Rick is a nickname that my son Josh came up with and with his friends at school, at college. They all called each other Rick. Like any good word, one of which, like fuck. There's a word that you can use as a noun, as a verb, as an adjective, as an adverb. It's great. So they used Rick. Hey Rick, what are you doing? Are you ricking around? Are you right? And so it was a lot of fun to say, wow, that's ridiculous. And something that's ridiculous is just beyond fun. It's beyond cool. It's ridiculous. So it's just meant to be incredibly fun. We have a great logo. The R is for Rick. And the crown comes from the Crown Royal bottle, which my father and my grandfather developed. And the colors are purple and gold. We're Laker fans. So it all has something to do with the fun that Josh and I have had together. This school is like a really, really beneficial addictive drug. That once someone comes and feels what we do, once somebody comes and realizes how much better a rider they become and how much fun they can have on a motorcycle that's well beyond what they thought, they come back because they want more of that. People who are real working people are coming to our school, taking time off because they want to be the best rider in their group. I think that's probably the most special thing, right? I didn't believe I could go the speeds that I go and control a motorcycle with the kind of authority that I can, which means on the track I can go faster with less drama, and on the street it means that I have a much smaller chance of getting into an accident. Our name's silly, what we do is really serious.